I would expect to see some moderation in price increases, but still positive for real estate valuations. Some of it just because of perhaps a slowing economy, but we'll also see the impact of increases in interest rates, and therefore you'll see values go up, but some moderation.
Well, I'd say we're in a pretty boring part of the cycle. It looked like we might go into a recession a couple of years ago in terms of real estate valuations, but they've recovered, and I think we're going to tick along quite nicely for a while. How long will it last? Anyone's guess, but certainly through to the end of 2018.
I would say we're seeing a little bit of everything at this point. My first comment relates to the cycle. It has been a very long, positive cycle for real estate values, and I would just say that we're late in that cycle. So I would say I would have an upward bias for cap rates, generally speaking, which means declining real estate values in certain situations, or declining valuations. You have to ask yourself, why do you think this? And it's related to interest rates or the prospects of inflation. So if there is a prospect of inflation, that would mean we also expect rents are climbing. And real estate value is a combination of cap rates and cash flows or net incomes. And the two trends could offset one another. So rising cap rates could be applied to growing cash flows, and real estate values could remain neutral or even grow. On a more specific basis, I think industrial values have got strong fundamentals behind them, and I have a positive outlook about that. The downtown Toronto office market is a situation that has very little vacant space, prospects of rising rents, and so I think asset values in that market have got a positive tailwind. So my point really is it's dangerous to generalize, and thinking should always be local, market driven, specific to a certain asset class.
So I think that it's very asset class specific. I'll stick to retail since that's what Plaza does. I think for retail, there's still going to continue to be headwinds in terms of market valuations. I do think that we're somewhere in the trough, but I do think that there will still be some headwinds in terms of market valuations to come for 2018 before things start turning around.